Thank you for joining us, Dr. Fogarty and Dr. Yerkeda from TRISH, the Translational Research Institute for Space Health. Let's start with an easy question. What exactly is TRISH?
Yes, TRISH. TRISH is a consortium between Baylor College of Medicine, MIT, and Caltech. We are funded by NASA to relentlessly and innovatively solve the risks for human space exploration and use a variety of tools to get there, including commercial spaceflight.
What are the goals of the research being conducted for AX2 through TRISH?
That is a great question. The research that we're conducting on Ax-2 has been highly prioritized to solve the most important risks for human spaceflight as we are planning to go back to the moon and going to other planets. So all of these projects have been custom made and designed to be easy to collect, to take the least crew time, and to take the least mass, power, and volume. And an example is this kit that I have here. We provide one of these to each of the crew members, and it includes most of the hardware that they need to collect physiologic data, sensory motor, that is your balance, how it changes in space, some surveys, and also how the physiology changes in space. So all of these have been again customized for commercial spaceflight.
Talk to me about the framework for this research. How is this set up to enable new data for new flyers?
Yes, so the Expand program at TRISH has two main elements to its framework to accomplish the goals that were just set out by Dr. Yerketa. So we have essential measures, which have been harmonized with NASA's standard measures to make sure that we're collecting the same type of data on every crew member. So we can compare across people, across different missions to really maximize the value. And then we have exploratory studies as the second part of the framework. And this is where the known unknowns, the questions we have about spaceflight or the risks, have hypotheses generated, and we get to test them.
How does the research apply to those of us on Earth? I mean, some of us are maybe never going to be leaving this planet. Why do we care about this kind of work? Dr. Fogarty, Dr. Yukeda?
Yeah, this is where things get really exciting. So, due to the constraints of spaceflight and the complexity, we have to be really focused on creating integrated and holistic solutions. We can't have individual solutions for every problem. Those constraints create a really ideal environment to bring things back to Earth to put healthcare in people's hands. We believe that these are going to increase healthcare equity, the access to healthcare, and the quality of healthcare, which then results in improved health outcomes.
How does this mission, AX2, add to the range of data?
That is a great question. In the last 61 plus years of human spaceflight, roughly only 650 people have flown into space. And if we look at the diversity of these, mostly are male, white males. And what we're seeing with commercial spaceflight is a more diverse population. We're seeing people from all ages, younger and older, as compared to your government astronauts. We're also seeing people from multiple demographics, backgrounds, training, education, and also people with medical conditions. So as we keep growing this database of civilians flying into space, we will have all of the tools that we need to make most humans being able to fly into space, stay for there longer, and enjoy the experience.
Thanks so much for joining us. I look forward to watching the launch with you and seeing the astronauts return and looking at their data.
Thank you.
Thank you.